I'm already 2 games in. Played Baltimore for 2 games. Actually, not doing too bad. They're 1-1. At least they're doing better than freaking the Reds. Nothing. I didn't change it. I was gonna get an MLB this year 21, but you have to have the MVP edition or the digital deluxe edition. Don't bully me. First in LSC. They're last place. Milwaukee's last place with an 0-2 record. I wonder why. Opened in 2001. Oh, we have a John Lester pitching. Cubs lead series 2-0. Get your broom. Yeah, boys. Get your broom. Final game of the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Cubs. We lead the series 2-0 in the franchise. This is just the regular season.
We are under the bright lights.
I wish it was.
Now at the plate, Chris Bryant.
Yeah, I got Chris
and we are set
Bryant
for baseball here this evening.
The third baseman.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Now the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left
they
center.
They had a shift over there.
And he tracks it down.
Wow.
Nice play for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Trying to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there.
Yes,
he executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that's in there. Base hit. That runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there. Now you're staring a monster.
No, if that went through the pitcher's legs, he would have been sick.
5 and 6 going to have to get through the meat.
Man, they changed it back to that.
And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this. It looks like he's going to try to continue.
Come out of the game. I'll line drive him right in the forehead.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kane going back at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall.
It was safe.
And he's safe.
2-0.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
3-0.
As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The center fielder, number 8.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double?
There's a swing
That's
and
no
a drive,
doubter.
and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
No doubt.
2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Skip hit.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Yeah, Matt, and I'm not sure how much longer they can leave him out
This
there. Not
pitcher's
only is he
gonna be
hurting the
taken out of the
team,
game
it's probably
real
doing
fast.
some damage to his psyche as well.
Lester.
To the plate now, John Lester, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Garcia is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them. Now in the box, Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
3-0.
The center fielder.
Skied into very shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. 1 away.
Batting second. The third
Here's
baseman.
Brock Holt now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Into the corner and slicing foul. Lester has worked his way through more than 2,500 innings in his career, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And here's Christian Yelich now. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in feeling good that they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty B, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he's got himself a leadoff double to begin the second.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to
new
put that
pitcher
last inning
already?
behind him. So he's got to be shaking his head right here.
Second
A
inning.
leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. So a runner at third here with 1 gone. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. Things haven't gone their way. This is time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Last half of the second set to go. Digging in, Avisail Garcia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Here's Jed Jerko now. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Bryant with the bare hand. Touché, sir.
Don't challenge it.
Here's Eric Sogard. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Strike one to start the at-bat.
Bro, there's a nerd at my
squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Nerd batting.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The Cubbies put up a big number in the runs column yesterday, so a repeat of that would certainly help their efforts in going for this sweep here today.
One of the keys to sweeping a series is getting some runs and getting some runs early. Big lead early in this one, and it looks like their chances of a sweep look pretty good.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Hal is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game. Into the box now, Jason Kipnis. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Yelich going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now at the plate, John Lester. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Garcia has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Hal, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. Stepping in, Corbin Burns, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. So 2 away in the Brewers half of the third. And that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. In there for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Back up the middle. Sogard is there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Heyward. Line hard to center field. Cain is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The bat, number 9.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. So digging in now, Brock Holt. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he got him.
Pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
No balls and a strike to count. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Gone in order of the. So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. No hits to this point. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall, and he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He swings and grounds it to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And he will make the difficult catch out there as the runner will tag, but that could have been much worse. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 7-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cain is under it. 2 down.
Go back to first.
The relay throw on to first, a double play. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, 1 away.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
There's a cold strike as he nips the corner.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far.
And it's quickly 0-2. Fouled away. Another 0-2 home.
Oh my God, stop fouling everything.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Coming to the plate now, Manny Pena. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. Here's a swing and a high pop-up.
Grab it!
Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield.
He had just retired 9 straight batters right there. He hadn't been in a stretch in a long time. Let's see if the offense can break through.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Pena is off at first with 2 away. Fouled off. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Garcia has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that?
Gone.
And now the Cubs pitcher, John Lester. He flew out in his last at-bat. This is flared right back over the mound. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Garcia makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. 2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Hit hard on the ground to second. Sogard has it on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches, and they hold it. Ryan Braun is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ballgame.
A bouncer up the middle. Kipnis on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Man could have just killed Jason
Pulled toward right center field.
Get there. Yeah,
and
no.
that'll get over the wall. So forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only one away. And it's fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
The next 0-2.
In the dirt.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by Kipnis. No, first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
No.
And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends. Brent Suter enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. First offering on its way. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Back goes Garcia. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
9-3. Which New York team?
Now back.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras. His prior history versus this arm, he's 4 for 13. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Kane going back. He gets there, and that's the second out. Settling in now, Anthony Rizzo trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. This is pulled into right. And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Now back left field.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Yeah, I hit him with the pitch.
Lifted in the air to center field.
And then
Kane is under it.
Base.
Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
This guy freaking hits
danger
a line
averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on.
Javier Baez flips it to Jason.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Now the first pitch here from Lester.
Slides directly into
ground ball sent back up the middle. Kipnis is there. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
The commentator said that
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Hurry.
And another foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time.
Oh my God, this kid.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Oh my God, this kid fouled
still 1-2.
Every single pitch.
From the belt, the pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. 1 away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th. And up next is the catcher, Manny Pena. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hot shot on the ground is short. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play as they're
John Lester has pitched 69.
ready to begin the 8th. Ready once again, Ian Papp. He was a double play victim last time around. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th. And standing in now, the power-hitting 2nd baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
No!
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lined hard toward right center. And Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, John Lester.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left.
There to play it is Garcia, and that becomes out number 2. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Low fastball or curve.
Hard liner to center field.
Or change up, that works too.
Kane will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Stepping up to the plate, Orlando Arcia. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Ben Gamel will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Brewers, number 15.
Don't tell me
Not
that's
even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
On its way is pitch number 75. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
This one's down to third. Bryant's got it.
Oh, wait, no,
and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is... Ray Black comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Here's Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Lifted in the air to center field.
Why do they have a shift over?
Kane is there, 2 gone. Into the box, Wilson Contreras. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. On the ground up the middle. That's through. He's got a base hit, his second in this one. 2 for 5 now.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. And he fouls this one off.
Yeah,
runner on first with 2 away. Hey, there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this.
5.
On its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In is Christian Yelich. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Taken. Now it's 0-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
That's 11 strikeouts.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Avisail Garcia will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. John Lester gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Adrian Hauser was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
7 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Brewers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.